Welcome everyone to Sacred Spirits of Gaia, our meditation for January 2022. And thank you for joining me. I'm really excited to connect with all of you and bring through this co-creative energy that comes through Gaia, Mother Earth, and all these different spirits, whether that's fairies or gnomes, elementals, dragons, whoever is wanting to work with us today. And since it's January and we're kind of welcoming this new year, just to be kind of mindful of how we want to open to it in new ways. This 2022, it felt like a strong shift. And we also just heard Satya shared about a tsunami warning. So it feels like there's a lot of energy up right now, but I would like to, guide this meditation. We'll drop into it in a minute here and just kind of see, I'm feeling a lot of energy about nurturing ourselves and working with our own bodies and souls. So I think to start with that, and then we can move into where the elementals and fairies want to take us. And I also just want to say, I used to call this fairy activism. There's kind of this energy of bringing forward more action or stepping forward with this kind of work more. And I think that is something for 2022, this sense of activism, and it can be just that we're meditating at home doing this, right? It doesn't necessarily need to be active out in the world, but it may be sharing this kind of work with others. And so that's one of the messages was to change the name to Sacred Spirits of Gaia, to create a kind of different vibration and container for it, but also that that these beings of nature and Mother Earth herself, Gaia, are really wanting to work with us, and they're wanting instructions for how we want to work with them, how we want to co-create with them. So I'd like to just open to that as we move forward in our meditation. And if anything's kind of jumping out right now that anyone wants to say, I know Eliza does beautiful light language. So if that comes in that she wants to share that, I'm just gonna make space for her. And and I'll be sharing some cards too. Maybe I'll do that right now so we can look at these visuals. And this wind spirit card, I just wanted to share this energy because this is what came in for 2022, that we'd be connecting more with the voice of the wind, being able to listen to the wind, to honor the wind, to call in the wind. So I'd like to acknowledge the spirit of the wind. They are helpful for opening our spirit communication as well. And then for today, it was coming in to bring forward the butterflies, bees, and dragonflies. And so it feels like that beautiful soft vibration, that transformation vibration, solar bee energy, and whatever those dragonflies, whatever these beings kind of, how they grace your lives. So we'll call forth the energies of these beautiful winged, gentle ones. And then the other energy that came in is the moss woman. And so I think we're going to be working with moss and that kind of protective buffer spirit of moss, how that can help us through a lot of things and give us that sense of softness, softening to what's going on in the world. So I'm gonna think I'll leave these up. So that if you want to look at them, you can. But to start with, I'd like to just move the, put your hands on your heart, and we're going to just move into the heart. And take a couple really deep breaths in through the nose, and you can open the mouth to let out the air. And just centering yourself in your body. Bringing your higher self, recognizing your spirit, your soul. And bringing the love that you have for Gaia, for nature, for yourself into this place of the heart. And feel love centering there. And then grounding your body into the beautiful core of Mother Earth. Just imagining those energetic roots from your feet, your tailbone. Your center. Connecting into her beautiful nourishment. We have a full moon coming up in Cancer. So you can even imagine this kind of flowing like water into the earth. Your energy, connecting, grounding, being present in your body. And then gently allowing her beautiful nourishment to rise up from the earth and fill your body without any effort. Whenever you want, you can put your hands down as well. Just allowing, it might feel like light. We're just asking Gaia and the spirits of Gaia to start joining us in this beautiful sacred space, to nurture ourselves, to be at one with Gaia. And then imagine connecting, or just intending connecting with the crystalline grid of the Mother Earth, that communication system of oneness in her body. Knowing that you are crystalline, you are water, connecting in with her crystalline energy as well. And just relaxing into that. And you can even, if there's any sighs or sounds of just letting go, just feeling her support and love and presence. And then opening to spirit above, to source, the sun, the divine, your guides. I'm going to connect with the crystalline grid of the sun, great central sun and the cosmic sun. And just allow that vertical alignment to flow. Allow yourself to receive the source, the divine energy, energy of God, Goddess, the star nations, anything from above. And we call in those beautiful fairies and elementals and those galactic ones. We let this energy mix inside our body and then anchor each direction, the east, the south, the west, and the north. And allow that air, fire, water, and earth energy to gently fill our body. And standing here in this place of wholeness, in the center of the crossroads of the directions of above, below, and all the directions, I'd like to take a moment and each honor the land that we stand on, the land where we are, acknowledging those spirits that are your kin, your friends, your allies, your neighbors. And first, I'd like to acknowledge and honor those indigenous spirits, ancestors that have lived on the lands or been through and cared for the lands where each of us live. If you know the tribes, you can say them. In my lands, I wish to honor the Cowlitz, Chinook, and Yakama people. And we can hold space for the different Oregon and New Jersey, Washington places in this call. I'm going to give a little tobacco. And if there's beneficial spirits of these lands that wish to be part of this, we welcome them. And now I wish to continue calling in more of the air elementals of the East, calling in those butterflies and bees and dragonflies and the birds, spirit of the wind, the air dragons and fairies. The sylphs, the hummingbirds. We call in more of the fire elementals, the fire fairies, salamanders, and fire dragons. And we call in the water elementals, the mermaids, mermen, the water devas, water dragons, dolphins, and whales. And we call in the guardians and the gnomes, elves, crystals, stones, the earth dragons, and the spirits of the mountains that are near us. And any other land council member, spirit guide that comes, that is healed and whole, that is a guide for us, for a sacred spirit of Gaia. See some goddesses, Mary Magdalene, Isis. So any others that you work with or wish to call forth. So we create this sacred space now and weave that together as a group and within our own being. And honoring this energy of the moon, the waxing moon. That is in Cancer. And we honor this energy that is flowing forth at this time in our bodies. And I wish to also call forth the 13 spirit grandmothers, Mother Mary and Jesus. And I'm just feeling that sense of holding that visual of Gaia before us, this beautiful earth, And for us, just to imagine holding our hands, our heart in love for her, holding that space of love, holding that space where each one of us is in our wholeness, in our peace. That our spirit is shining bright. Like a star. So I'm seeing that in each one of us, this bright star, like this earth star, and that together we create this beautiful alchemy. So now imagining just our circle weaving and the spirit of those that will join us later. I feel their presence as well, but we're anchoring this in our group. And I'm seeing lots of fairies and elementals coming forth. And I think just asking for what it is that we can offer at this time for the Mother Earth that will help with this tsunami, with this volcano, this ring of fire. And I'm getting a sense that we're supposed to go into the center of the earth, into the core as a circle. So I'm going to invite your consciousness to join me, if you choose, to kind of move into the space in the center. Feels very crystalline, like we're in a crystalline cave, a crystalline light. There's lots of light. And that we're dancing together, kind of like our hands are up on our sides, pointing in to the center, and we're moving around a circle, chanting. And it feels like there's some way that we're offering some stabilization to Mother Earth. I'm seeing a lot of dragons with us. And fairies, elementals, gnomes. You might see some of these guides yourself, or feel them, or sense, or know that they're there, and just know. And so from that place that we are nurturing ourselves as well as nurturing with Gaia, we stand with Gaia as nurturing beings, bringing that mother energy, that grandmother energy. I feel each one of you carry that. Winyan Juyan Jio Enya Hunya Jinyo Hunya Huya. Thank you for holding this space. I feel like there's a lot of human. Yeah, go ahead, Elisa.
Yane ane awaya yangon. Yane kia tia koron doro koron la inyano oh. Yande ate ke aso koron de am. Ule alaka ya nyakur. Yanakaso le India kau. Ina iana iana u. Unelam. Unya. Unya. Itikia astukush tukorki amakarikia. Adean de ke astukush tukoria namaka. Nean ekeas atakush tukorki amakaya. Alealaka. Atokos tukush tukorki antakialaka.
Thank you, Lisa. I'm feeling a lot of kind of heavy energy just sort of moving through, letting gold energy of the Christ consciousness, unity consciousness. And really, our role is just to hold that space of love. And spirit beingness. And if you are guided to do more, feel free to follow that guidance. Or if you want to bring that forward, feel free to share the group. But it does feel this kind of peace being at the center. So I invite you to envelope yourself in that sense of peace. And even imagine that you are being held with a blanket of moss, a blanket of beautiful love and nourishment. But I'm also sensing a lot of warrior spirit here. But do you want to play that, Elisa? If you put your thing on the background noise off or on, then you can hear it better. I can't remember which one it is. I'll turn this down. You could go ahead and do that. Try changing it to the other one.
Where?
At the top of your screen on the left. Does it show you background sound off or on? Let's not worry about it. Just go ahead. We'll let that vibration permeate the space. And opening to seeing this strong warrior of light energy from this group of women here. So I'd like to allow whatever you're sensing you need to do with this light energy, but also that we're kind of opening the center of the earth, a column of light from above into the earth and through the earth. That's golden. So like infusing the beautiful Mother Earth through her central channel with more golden light. And as we do this, imagining through your own central channel, this beautiful golden light. Nice. I'm seeing lots of the spirits of Gaia, the fairies, the elementals, the gnomes. And they're being activated and awakened and catalyzed by this light. It's like we're giving nature an opening. And seeing that golden light circling around the earth. Ooh. 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 And I'm seeing kind of each one of us rising from the center of the earth. It's almost like we're phoenix rising beings, thunderbirds, birds rising up through that channel back to the surface of the earth. And there's different colors on your around your crown, and just allowing those to expand, allowing your wings, the wings of your spirit, to expand for your full expression, fully who you are, bringing that empowerment energy, those frequencies of the light codes, letting those integrate. And feel free to fly with this energy. And it feels like each one of us is meant to fly to a different place and land on that place on Earth. So you might imagine where that is, or sense or see, feel. And you are anchoring this new energy, this opening in that place. It's like you're singing it into being and grounding, not only through your own body embodiment, but into the Mother Earth. And letting the tones of your own essence, kind of like the singing bowl or a tuning fork. And then gathering up all this energy like above your head and bringing that down, putting your hands, imagine your hands down on the earth. It's like you're praying into Gaia, into this place, giving your prayers, giving your love. Giving your love into the waters within the earth, the waters of the ocean. Thank you. Gaia is very honoring of you and taking part in this healing for the planet. I invite you to return back to the circle unless you're called to do anything else. And I can sense that this is an initiation for each one of us, that we are kind of initiated into a higher octave of service, of love, of presence for Gaia and her sacred spirits and how we can work with them. So I'm seeing different spirits, and of course you're having your own visions and experiences, but seeing these different dragons and gnomes and elves and fairies thanking us. They're giving different flowers to us. There's a lot of sweet energy, of innocence. And these keepers, these elementals and keepers of Gaia, are so grateful for those of us working with them as the human keepers of Gaia. And this is part of our leadership, part of what we're here to do. Whether we do this together, whether we do this with others on our own. Teach others, lead others. I'm seeing lots of delight, so I welcome you to open to these frequencies, these energies that are pouring into you, coming up from the earth, coming down from above and from all directions. It's like a magical cloak of seeing stars and gold light and energies. And then whatever it is you specifically need, you can ask for. And in this process, you've been balanced. See that infinity symbol between the male and the female, or the doing and the being. So imagining that symbol running through your auric field, through your body, above, and any other light codes or symbols. I'm seeing the blankets turning into cloaks or capes that we're each wearing, and they're being infused with different light codes and symbols that you can access and you hold and carry and can work with. And feel free to welcome if there's a spirit that came forward in this meditation specifically for you, for working with you, working with whether that's personal healing, your nurturing and self-care, or this planetary work. You can invite that being, or there may be a team of spirits, elementals. I'm seeing some dragons coming forward. I think everyone's getting a dragon here. And it's an opportunity to remember that these elementals are with you always. You can work with them, call on them, have them help you with anything. So if you'd like to ask for something for 2022, for your life right now, for what's opening, for your move cross country, or whatever's going on, ask for them to assist, to support, to nurture you. Bring that ease and grace, that enlightened way of being. And also a grounding rod. The dragons are keepers of the planet. They're also here to help us feel protected and safe on the earth, and grounded when we may feel fear. They can be like angels. You might notice a certain color as well to your dragon, and that may have meaning for the quality, the element of the dragon. I'm seeing a lot of playfulness too, that Gaia, the sacred spirits of Gaia, and these elementals and dragons really want us to claim that innocence, joy, fun, play. Like really make this year and these coming years opening to that which has been kind of dampened down with all the chaos around us. To know you have permission, your birthright is to be happy, joyful. And if you're not sure how or how to make that shift, you can ask the elementals and fairies. And they're asking us to visit those places that are special to us, where we live or where we visit or where we travel to. Go visit those places and talk to them there. Talk to them in your dreams. I'm feeling lots of celebration and lightness. So letting yourself feel that in your spirit, that part of you that's untouched, that light that continues to shine forth. So starting to gather your energy back. If there's anything else you want to do with your spirit team or the earth or for yourself, we'll bring that to completion. And start bringing your energy back into the space. If you feel you need help getting back into your body, put your hand on top of your head. You can also sweep your arms around your body and bring your hands down the center line. Just to bring the energy back down and through. Feels really nice and light and joyful. So I'd like to open it up now to just any sharing of anything you'd like to bring forward, what you're experiencing and seeing. There may have been something different that's nice for other people to hear, for all of us to hear, I should say. And thanks for the beautiful light language and chanting, Elisa. It was really different than expected. I guess that often happens. We got right to work. It felt like you guys are very powerful energy, and there's 15 people that signed up for this, but it was us. So I always think that's curious. Other people can listen later and be part of it, but it's like there's something about the 5 of us that felt important to do this work. So thank you so much for that and the beauty of that.
I'd love to share a little bit.
Yeah.
And from the second that I heard about the tsunami, there was there was information coming in. You know, but one of the things that was coming to me is that we have the opportunity to share in that power that's coming forth, and grab a piece of it for ourselves, you know, to put it in our solar plexus. And in so doing, not only do we empower ourselves, but we also mitigate what's going on with tsunami. And then the visual, I mean, yeah, you kept mentioning dragons, and I was like, oh my God, there are so many dragons. And so I saw the dragons going in a counterclockwise direction to also lessen what was going on, you know, and people are requesting for help. So doing, and I saw, like as they were going counterclockwise, they were plucking out, I don't know if it was a different level of dragons or, you know, they were like plucking out bits of golden spirals and delivering them to people, you know, to whoever was in need or want or you know, whatever. They were delivering it to people as empowerment bits, and healing bits. So, you know, that was really fascinating. I did get a dragon for myself. It was this maroon and gold and platinum dragon.
Nice.
And I don't think he really wants me to say his name, but
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was fascinating. But that was, you know, I think something that we can learn from and use anytime there's like bad weather type of thing.
Yeah.
Really.
I have a friend that does, Jan Kinsey with the Fairy Congress, who does a lot of the weather shamanism work, he calls it, but it's kind of similar, focusing on the weather things. But yeah, it is something that I do as well, but he does also really specialize in that. But yeah, we do. I could feel that in this, for sure, that sense of power we had. And also, I loved what you were saying about receiving. I was seeing it more as like different colors, like in the crown that were coming in, that we were like when we were in the center of the earth, we were given these like gifts kind of frequency of like power of, and that's part of what I was seeing when we were emerging up and then opening, you know, opening our like next level, whatever. But yeah, it's interesting how we see things differently too and get different pieces. So thank you for sharing that. Yeah, it felt like we were doing some stabilizing work in there. It also felt like there was a lot of thick emotional energy, of course, we know, with humanity. And so it was almost like easier to go there to work. I mean, we needed to go there to work for Gaia, but there was, like when I said there was kind of heaviness, it felt like a lot of emotional fear, like humanity energy. So like helping kind of cut through some of that. Because, you know, if people hear tsunami, they're like, you know, it's already enough things going on. Do you want to share, Sarah?
Yes.
Great.
So when we were in the center of the earth, I just felt a really powerful blast of like Reiki energy coming through both my hands. And so stabilizing there, like really shooting out almost. And then my bird that took me out was an eagle. And usually the eagle takes me to the mountains or high in the sky, but it actually took me to a beach. And so then I was grounding all that energy into the beach when we were there. And my dragon, who has not revealed his name yet, is going to fly me to New Jersey. So we can actually find our ideal house, because we had put in an offer on a house and there's something, the sellers are too reluctant. There's some reason it's not working. So we need to find another place. And I'm going to be flying there today with my dragon to check out some places and really figure out where we're meant to be.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, you can, call in other people's dragons for help and too, or whatever. Yeah, because the land calls us, right? It knows
Right.
where you belong and can really do your work, your important work. So nice. Do you want to share, Satya?
I'll share just a bit.
Okay.
First, thank you so much, all of you. Yeah, thank you. It's just beautiful. Well, I've been receiving for a while, certainly all last year, but then I'm really kind of coming in now to, I'm in the process of creating, or being just guided, taking the guidance and creating, putting the bits and pieces together of a ritual, an earth, land kind of healing, regenerative kind of ritual. And I mean, it's just a ongoing process, and I'm just loving it. There's a lot of not knowing yet, but pieces are coming in. And one was, when I saw this, I was really guided to be here with this ritual. And I can see, I'll just really be with this for a while. I think it's informed what I'm being called to do, is what it feels like. And it's really, really nurturing and just helpful on a lot of levels. Many things happen during the journey, but the one that really is just unexpected and really maybe the strongest was a dragon. Just really came like into the house, like the whole house. I live in a small home, but I just really feel, because of her, I'm not sure yet, presence and helpfulness. Like she's here to help in a way that I just didn't have awareness of her. And maybe that was why I was to come. I don't know for sure, but for sure that was at least a part of it, because she's just full on warrior dragon. Earth dragon, she's okay. Thank you for that. A star being, but however, I don't know how they
Beautiful. Nice. Thank you for being part of this. We'd love to hear more about, as you create your work, feel free to share that with us too.
Thank you.
And the dragons feel there's more and more coming in. I mean, I've worked with them for a while, but it felt like they just really want to work with us, that co-creative energy. And any of these beings that, are coming forward, I kind of see them, I call them my entourage, the ones that are with me all the time, and then you can call more in, and they definitely they're waiting for us to work with them. So I love that you said that, to know that they're there. And we have JF, would you like to share anything?
Yeah. Hi. I'm in New Jersey, in Jersey City also.
Oh, good.
I feel I came here like in a parachute without knowing anything what's going on, but I have to thank you, all of you. It's been a wonderful experience, so much diversity and different talks and travelings, and everything was really a pleasure to be here for this past hour. And I don't know exactly what is this group. I was looking for some essential flowers that a friend recommend from Europe, and your website is the only one that I found something similar. I think, I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But thank you very much to be a group of wonderful women and sharing wonderful things and trying to move on and be a better being with the all surrounds that we have, and be as one as life, and with all those sharings and love and peace and everything around us that are amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for coming and joining this. So, yeah, we'll close the circle now and just thank all these beautiful beings we worked with, and I think I'll do a little. So I want to thank everyone for joining us. Thank all these beautiful humans here, and then those that will see this later. And thank the fairies, elementals, dragons, different elemental and sacred spirits of Gaia. Thank the ancestors, the ancient ones, the plant and flower realms, the minerals and crystals, the waters, the mountains. Thank all these beautiful beings that joined us from above or below, from all the directions. Thank you for this beautiful initiation and opening into this next stage of next cycle for 2022 of our path for each one of us and all of us in community. And may what we receive today be integrated with ease and grace and brought fully into a way of empowerment for our walk and our purpose. So we release the circle and send everyone back to their perfect place. Release the container we created, phoenix it, and return that to spirit. We can continue to work with these spirits as much as you wish, but we'll close this circle at this time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Camilla.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And just to let you all know, I do have a grandmother lodge coming up next month. And also doing spiritual mentorship with people on these different kinds of teachings. So if you'd like to learn more, just contact me, let me know. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.
You too.
Pray for the waters.